And Christine, I know everybody's felt it standing at the checkout line and paying more and more for groceries every time you go shopping. And now it seems those higher grocery prices are in part due to that gasoline. And those prices, I don't have to tell you how they've skyrocketed lately. Look here. Shoppers always looking for a bargain, especially now as grocery prices continue to increase.
Last couple of weeks I see is the eggs, everything is going up, everything. I don't know why. What is the reason?
Ronnie doesn't know why, but he does know it's costing him a lot more to feed his family than just a few weeks ago.
Average I think is maybe 25 to 30%, I think so.
Really, that much?
Yeah.
Prices at grocery stores are on the rise up and down the aisle. The U.S. Labor Bureau says a dozen eggs now will cost you $1.63 on average. That's 7% more. And a loaf of bread is up 11%. The feds say one of the reasons is the higher delivery cost. The pain at the pump with those higher gasoline prices now may be bringing pain at the checkout line.
Thank you.
I've definitely known gas prices go up. Yeah, they've gone up, I think, consistently for the last 30 days in a row or something like that.
Social media is buzzing about the grocery prices with post after post. Check this one. Samantha tweeting, "Inflation is here. Grocery prices are just going up and up. Couldn't believe the price of chicken and ground beef." And this one, grocery and gas prices are skyrocketed over the past several months.
I think it's a storm that's been coming, to be quite honest with you. You know, we've been dealing with supply demand issues since the beginning of the pandemic.
And it shows no signs of letting up. The supply chain interrupted from the recent bad weather in Texas and the Midwest to the cargo ships that are still anchored offshore at the port of L.A. As their commodities and products wait to be offloaded, the backlog finally hitting us at the grocery stores.
The way the grocery supplies work is they have a 90-day supply at least in warehouses. You know, they try and get ahead of production, right? But once that production, that excess is used up and into the stores, then that's when the new commodity comes up with the new prices.
And as more and more sectors reopen following the lockdown, like restaurants and tourism, the product demand will get even higher, and so could the prices.
They're going up now, so I am not happy for that.
Well, he's not happy about it. Who is? Now live. Another reason I'm hearing for the higher grocery prices, the heroes pay, the salary increase given to many grocery store workers during the pandemic. Sounds good, but somebody has to pay for it. And all the indications out here from several different sources are these grocery prices will continue to increase through the spring and then ease off a bit, taper off during the summer months. That's the hope anyway. For now, we're live here, West LA at Lascaux. Back to both of you.
Hyperinflation is coming to America. First, I want to give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh Bashem Shai Bashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, peace and blessings to you, fellow brothers, pushing out this word of truth, sincerity. So that video that you saw here on Fox 11, Los Angeles, you know, going into how, you know, prices are going up at the grocery store. People are starting to feel the pinch at the gas station and at the grocery store. Okay, because you know, the buying power of the dollar is diminishing due to inflation, due to, you know, all this fake money being pumped into the economy through all these rescue packages. Okay, when you put more you know, dollars in the economy, you know, and you have a waning service economy, you know, America doesn't make anything. So they're bringing in more than they're pumping out, okay? And then you're giving all these people money, this free money, these different stimulus packages, and basically they're, you know, basically the elite are pretty much destroying the dollar. They're destroying a currency, this fiat currency, and they're going to bring in a new system. So, you know, America's going to experience hyperinflation, and we're seeing inflation happen right before our eyes, okay? It's so subtle that if you are not paying attention, you will not see these things, okay? And this man here, he just doesn't understand why these things are happening, okay? Ultimately, it's all prophecy, okay, according to the scriptures. Yeah, we can use all these terms and why this, why that, but ultimately it's prophecy. The Most High is destroying America, and this is one part of the destruction of America, okay? Because this is going to lead to famine. This is going to lead to people, more crime, okay? Evils are increasing. Now, I have, that was the example. I just wanted to use that as an example, how, you know, inflation is increasing in the United States. And what I have here, I have an article from Bloomberg.com. It says Lebanese inflation hits record high as food prices soar 400%. Okay, and this is going to come to America, okay, where food prices are going to soar 400% and beyond. Okay, maybe, you know, a loaf of bread was $2, $3, okay, or $5. It's going to be $100 or $200 for a loaf of bread. Okay, and I remember the apostle and elder speaking about hyperinflation going back, you know, when they started, preaching, on YouTube years back, 13, 14 years ago. Okay, and everybody scoffed, everybody scorned, but now we're starting to see those prophecies, really, really take place, okay, in the planet Earth. Okay, and we are going to experience hyperinflation, just as these other countries are experiencing hyperinflation. All the fiat currencies are being destroyed simultaneously, and a new currency, a new system is being implemented. And what is that? That's the digital currency. That's why you hear more about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, Ethereum, and coins like that, so to speak. A digital currency. This is what the elites want, and that's all going to tie into the MOB. Now I'm gonna be short. I'm gonna be quick. You can, basically read this on your own. I'm gonna put these articles. I got one more article, but you can put these articles. You can read these articles on your own. Okay. But before I do that, really the title says it all. Before I do that, this is a quick video. Let's go to Habakkuk. Okay. Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for a appointed time, but at the end, see, it shall speak. And what was, the vision is what? The prophecies. Okay. Famine. This is going to basically artificially create a famine. Not that there's not going to be any food, which there's going to be a lack of food also because of these supply chains being broken down. And they're blaming inflation on that also, right? They don't want to point the finger at them. They're going to point the finger at, things that, just like this scamdemic, they're going to point it at a mysterious virus going around. Okay. But at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. Yeah, this hyperinflation, which is going to be devastating to the United States economy, is coming. It's not tarrying. It's coming. It's coming. It's going to be right there in front of your face, and it's already happening. Okay, food prices are going up. You go to the grocery store and you don't have as much buying power. The dollar doesn't have as much buying power. Give me a second. So we can definitely see this vision coming to pass. Okay, we can definitely see this vision coming to pass. And all these nations have, of course through the sword, but they sold out too. They're all on the same they're all on the same system. This fiat system. They're all doing the same thing, and they're all suffering, the consequences of having an unjust weight. Let's get that unjust. Well, because the unjust weight is an abomination to the Most High. Did I spell that right? Unjust. Let's see. Let me find that scripture. Just give me a second. Should be like in. Right. Let me just search it. Proverbs 11. Okay, a false balance. Which the American economy was established off a false balance. Okay. This current financial system is a false balance. Okay, that's why it's not, that's why it's crashing. Okay, if you were dealing with gold and silver, the finance system would be impossible to crash because it's just. Okay, Proverbs 11 and 1, it says, a false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. So this false balance that Esau Edom has set up, the Most High is destroying it. Okay, he's destroying. Let's bring out this scripture real quick. This is Malachi 1 and 4. Whereas Edom saith, We are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate place. And this is essentially what Esau Edom has done. He's came out of them caves. The Most High cleaned them up. Okay? And a lot of that cleanup, Jake was doing that. Jake was cleaning Esau up. Okay? Them Arabs was cleaning Esau up. That's where you got the Ottoman Turks. And the Most High set them up. They set them up to take over the earth. And this is what's happening, man. You have something called inflation. That wouldn't happen in a just society. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. See? The Most High is throwing down this economic system. Now, the elites believe that, okay, we're going to bring in this new system and, we're going to crash. No, the Most High is crashing it. And he's going to crash your new system too, this digital system, which is even more of a unjust weight. It's not even anything physical. Okay, Esau, this dude is a demon. He's crashing his fiat currency, which, really the dollar is just a measurement. It's just a measurement of money. Okay, like if you have a gold certificate or silver certificate, a silver dollar, what they call a greenback. Back in the day, you will be able to take that money and go to the bank and get gold and get silver. Okay, but you can't do that now because this is all fake and phony. So he wants to bring in a completely different system where paper money is non-existent. And he did that with gold and silver, okay? Gold and silver trading between people, bartering, that's non-existent now, okay? Maybe on a low level, you'll go to a coin shop and you'll buy some coins or go online and buy some gold and silver. Yet that is not a tradable commodity here in Babylon the Great. If you were to go to the grocery store and get somebody a gold coin or a piece of gold, we don't take that. Okay, they shall build. So Esau built up America. Okay, but I will throw down. Okay, Esau's hegemony, his power structure is all being thrown down. Okay, and hyperinflation is going to be a punishment unto the wicked. You got a lot of wicked people that are just bugged out of their mind, don't know what's going on. They're going to get caught up in that, and especially Jake. Especially Jake is going to get caught up. The little money that they're barely surviving on. It's easy for a famine to come. The little money that Jake is barely surviving on, what happens when hyperinflation hits, man? And they shall call them the border of wickedness. See? Because what? This so-called financial system is wickedness. And the people against whom the Lord has indignation forever. So the Most High, he hates you Edomites. Okay, you setting up this wicked society. Now, going back to this article, right? Lebanese inflation hits records high as food prices soar 400%. And we are just watching the video, right? You just watched the video on food prices, going up several percent. And it's only getting higher. They say, oh, supposedly it's supposed to taper off in the summer. That's what supposedly is supposed to happen. But according to the prophecies, man, Babylon's going to be getting hit one after another, one plague after another. And this is just going to be one plague amongst many plagues here in Babylon. It's going to be unbearable, okay? You're not going to be able to feed your little children. Yet the elect, they're going to eat, okay? They're going to survive. They're going to prosper. Lebanon's annual inflation rate reached a record high, and food prices soared by up to 400% in December, see? Highlighting the dramatic impact on consumers and businesses of the country's worst financial crisis in decades. Annual inflation was 84.9% in 2020 compared to just 2.9% a year earlier. See how much it jumped up? It jumped up over 80%. Okay, within 1 year, 80%, which shows you that these things are going to happen like a thief in the night. That's going to totally mess up the financial system. That's going to totally mess up the average everyday American. Only the rich are going to be able to buy food. They have that extra money to basically get food. And food is a necessity. That's a staple. You can't go without food. That's fuel. According to the data released by the Government Central Administration of Statistics on Thursday, it's the highest since 2013 when the current readings began. Consumer prices jumped 145% in December versus the same month in 2019, and here's a chart how things just, you got March 2019, and then from there, boom, it just starts skyrocketing. Okay, it just starts skyrocketing. So you see, well, I believe this is March, actually 2020. March 2020, it just starts skyrocketing. Okay, it started in December at the end of the year. Okay, let's look down here at the breakdown. Breakdown of December prices increase from year to year, from year earlier, so, excuse me. Food and non-alcoholic beverages rose 402%. Alcoholic beverages, tobacco up 392%. Okay, clothing and footwear increased 559%. Okay, so everything, it just skyrocketed. Restaurants and hotels rose 609%. Furnishings, household equipment, and routine maintenance up 655%. See? Look at that, man. That's crazy. That's hyperinflation. Let's go over here. This other article. Lebanese forced to cut back on Ramadan iftar meals as prices soar. Okay, prices have increased dramatically by as much as 300% for some basic food items over the past year. See? Despite the colorful decorations and bright lanterns adorning the streets, families across Lebanon are struggling to put food on the table during the holy month of Ramadan. Okay? Which, that Islam is nothing but a false religion. It says meteoric increase. If I said that right, let me see. See how you pronounce that. Meteoric. There you go. Meteoric. Okay. Meteoric increases in the cost of even simple staples have left many unable to afford a basic iftar meal. I guess that's the meal that they, have during Ramadan, turning what should be a period of celebration into yet another sour reminder of the country's seemingly endless troubles. Okay, and that's it on that. That's it on that. That's just a quick example. And this article is April 21st of this month. Okay. And it talks about how it reached upwards of 300%. So the inflation is increasing even more. Why don't you hear about this in the news? Why isn't, America and all these different countries sending aid to Lebanon? Okay. There's a story. There's a story behind all this. Why do you think, that blast happened? That explosion out there, man. It's a lot of left-handed things going on. Okay. But let's go to back to Becca. Okay. I'm not sure why that's there. Habakkuk, the second chapter. It talks about how America has laden itself with thick clay. Let's bring that out real quick. Okay, and these are just going to be plagues that's going to just keep messing up this place. Okay, Habakkuk 2:6, shall not all these take up a parable against them, and a taunting proverb against them, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? And these nations are angry. These nations are mad. They bought onto this democracy. They bought onto this financial system. Okay, a lot of it was through the sword, being forced into the sword. And now, when America is going to get jacked up even more, they're going to be taking up these proverbs against Babylon. And they're going to want what's right. They're going to want, retribution, ultimately. That's why the missiles are going to be flying. Woe to him. So woe means what? Destruction. Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. See, that's Esau. This nigga took everything. And he takes a lot of, people's wealth through this abominable financial system. Okay, how long into him that ladeth himself with thick clay, because he just print money, print money, print money. Let's look at that word clay. Okay, and abatyat. Okay, in the Hebrew, weight of pledges, heavy debts. See, heavy debts. Heavy debts. America is in heavy debt. It's in the hundreds of trillions. Okay, hundreds of trillions. You can't pay it back. That's why they're just going to totally crash the system. Okay, and pretty much, make the whole earth poor, man. Because everybody bought onto this whole paper currency. Okay, look at niggas, man. Niggas, flaunting all that money. Like these millionaires, these they're done. These Jake millionaires like Floyd Mayweather and all these dudes got money phones and they got a bed full of money. What happens when hyperinflation hits? And that $1 million has now the buying power of $1,000. Overnight, you niggas are gonna be Satan's gonna turn his back on you, and that's essentially what's gonna happen. Yet for the elect, the Most High is going to deliver us out of all these things. And as Esau thinks in his mind to crash the system and to bring in a new system, okay, that's just moving forward to his destruction. Okay, let me read a little bit more. Woe to him, verse 8, because thou hast spoiled many nations, Esau, Edom, and he's spoiling many nations through this financial system, through this fiat currency. Nobody even knows how the money works, okay? Even if you kind of study it, it's so messed up because you have the manipulation men behind closed doors that are actually just manipulating shit. Okay, and through this scamdemic, shown that if you're watching, not if you're an idiot, Esau is just printing money. He can just make money out of thin air. He can literally make $1 trillion out of thin air with a click of a couple of fingers. Okay. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. Yeah, see that? How is Esau, Edom going to be spoiled? Well, they're going to be spoiled, okay, through this Third World War. Ultimately, these missiles are going to spoil Esau. Okay? Because of men's blood and for the violence of the land of the city and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that cometh an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy own soul. Esau. Okay? For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and established a city by iniquity. So not only was America established by blood, by the murdering, the slaughtering of the Native American Indians, okay, the indigenous people of North, Central, and South America, which are the tribes of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, okay, the 10 tribes. You brought the other 3 tribes, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, over here to serve captivity, okay, and you murdered them also. Okay, their blood is in all throughout America. So not only you establish it by blood or build it by blood, you establish a city by iniquity, and part of that iniquity is this fiat currency. Okay, Elam has no idea. He's like, well, why are prices rising? Why is gas prices rising? Why? He said food prices in his estimate went up like 30%. Now Esau saying that, okay, oh right, like you go here, right? A dozen eggs only up 7%, right? Oh, that's not a lot. A loaf of bread up 11%. This nigga's in the grocery store all the time, okay? He said it went up, let's hear. He said that shit went up at least 30%.
Than just a few weeks ago.
Average, I think, is maybe 25 to 30%, I think so.
Really, that much?
See?
Yeah.
25 to 30%. Food prices have went up, okay? He knows what he spends at the grocery store. Now Esau, he gonna give you a lower number, and that's the goal of the government. They're gonna tell you it's bad, but they're not gonna tell you it's that bad. Okay, Why? Because widespread panic. People start selling off things. Oh, I went to I'm not gonna go too much into this story. It's a pretty funny story, but I went to the coin shop where I buy, some silver, and Esau came up, right? Esau came. I'm waiting outside the line. There's somebody else in the store. Esau came up. He actually ended up being, through the spirit, a so-called Jew. And he's like, hey, he rolled up. He was older gentleman, maybe in his, he was definitely in his 60s, maybe late 60s, mid to late 60s. Esau, he'd probably be younger, but he looked old. So mid to late 60s. And he said something. I was like, oh, what did you say? Because he's going to the shop also, but they only allow one person in there. So I'm waiting outside. He's like, oh, what you selling? I was like, excuse me. He's like, oh, what are you selling, right? Because they buy silver and gold, and they sell silver and gold. I was like, oh no, I'm buying. He's like, before he said that, he's like, oh, what you buying? It look like you only about he, in his head, he's you look like you got a couple of silver forks and spoons, right? Which they buy silverware, right? Sterling silver. They also buy sterling silverware. So he said, what are you selling? Oh no, I'm buying. So, oh really? It looked like you only had like a couple of, like maybe 2 or 3 forks and spoons. So that his first initial when he looked at me, he's oh this nigga, what is this nigga doing, right? I was like, nah, bro, I'm buying. He's like, oh, are you buying? He's like, oh, what you doing? He's like, oh, I'm selling. He had 1,000 ounces of silver that he was trying to sell because he's down and out. And then when I told him how much silver I'm buying, he's like, how did you get that money? Or how do you have that type of liquid? What do you do? And I was like, hey man, you can't judge a book by its cover, So Esau's struggling, man. Esau's struggling. He got to go sell. He got to turn in his silver. Okay. So these people are doing super bad. You can see that. But the men of the Lord, the Most High, is going to continue to elevate us and to get us through all these different, these different plagues that are coming to Babylon. Okay. These things are going to escape and pass over us, just like they escaped and they passed over us, okay, in the land of Egypt when we were in Egypt. So this damn devil, he looked at me and was like, oh, what is this nigga doing? This nigga got like 2 or 3 spoons trying to sell. Where I'm like, hey, bro, like, how much you got? He gave me his number, right? I started talking to him. Then he's all into me. He started looking at my shoes. He started looking at my clothes. So, hey, man, how do you get, He's all interested. He wants to sell. Now he gave his number so, we can talk business, But you see all these people, they'll judge you. Hey, that's all these nations did that, man. All these nations, when they really truly look at Jake, they look at Jake like slaves, like you're poor. I'm like, damn, bro, don't judge a book by its cover. But he doesn't have no idea what's going on. He's gonna get caught up in that. And he's suffering right now. So-called Jew, man. So-called Jew. Okay, but I kind of lost my train of thought. But, look at it, Elam's through. All these people are done. Okay, these prices are going to soar. Okay, but that's it on that. That's it on that. Come back with some more videos, Lord's willing. Until next time, shalom to the elect.